The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So I love this scene, not because I want to be a button pusher or a gaslighter or facetious, but I wanted to see how the audience would react to this scene, because this scene is very similar to the previous scene with Piari, where basically Ernestine is about to get catty with Anthony. Remember, Ernestine was very, very catty. Piari was very, very catty with Amber, and so Amber kicked her out. So does the same rule apply? We don't know. Let's go.
The email saying Ava didn't have her lunch. Of course, it was my bad. I forgot the lunch. I packed the lunch. It was on the counter. So I go up there, and Nadia comes up there too, because apparently she's on the email list too. So we both come up there at the lunch, and I'm like, I got the lunch. I'm her mom. It's cool. You back up. Right. And she like kind of stood up, like barked, like, girl, you are cruising for a bruising. I've already told you, you about to get dragged. So I come into the house and she.
So Anthony's already in his feelings, and we already know some people are them feelings, and both of them in them feelings, because they both get in them feelings. But right now, Anthony's the man that's in his feelings. Amber just told him off outside that, she's not going to do anything at all that he says. He's in the house, so we already know he's on one. Just like the last time when Amber came in, she's on one. Okay, but nonetheless, let's keep popping.
Like saying something in the back, I'm talking to Jeremy. Me and Jeremy are parents, right? So I have to just like because he tried to break it up, but at this point, you got to get hit with a 1-2.
Ernestine, can you please just not bring that negative energy into my house, please?
I'm sorry, I was having a conversation with my cousin.
All right, so the thought today on the live was that Anthony basically attacked her first, or he provoked her first. Well, all he said is he doesn't want the negativity in his house. Let me ask you this. Are you able to tell the guests that you don't want the negativity in your house? Let me ask you ladies that. I know Anthony's being petty, but I'm asking you that. Because it's the same way that Amber basically decided that she going to tell Pierre that she don't want Pierre coming in dressing certain ways. That's why I'm asking you that.
But it was between A and B. You didn't have to see your way into my conversation.
Well, as the person who sees the mortgage, please, I'm asking you respectfully to not bring that negative energy into my home.
So he asked her respectfully. He asked her respectfully. Does that make a difference? Amber fans, does this make a difference? Because I know, listen to me. Last week, y'all was on one when PR was in the whatever I want to call it. Because at this point in time, I don't know. I want to say y'all say it's not it's a bodysuit. I don't know what it is. I'm not a suit connoisseur, like I said before. I'm not a suit connoisseur. Point of the matter is this. He's asking Ernestine respectfully to leave the negativity outside of his house. It is his house. Just as much as it was Amber's house last week when everybody was jumping up on him, said PR need to be put out. Do you have the same energy, or is your energy changing now because it's Anthony? And because Anthony is the demon and the dog? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Your home? That's crazy, because I could have sworn this was Amber's home too. Yeah?
Didn't PR say the same thing last week? Didn't PR say the same thing? The only difference is this is now Ernest is now Amber's guest. Didn't PR say the same thing, that it's not just your house, it is both our houses?
Because she filed for divorce, so I thought like in the divorce proceedings, there's some type of divvying up of assets, right? So technically this is Amber's house. I'm sure Amber's is on some type of paperwork. Surely she can sit and have a conversation at her kitchen counter with her cousin without you seeing your way into our conversation.
See that? It's people like you who tend to everybody else's business but don't tend to their own. And it's people like you who are single, lonely, and affect women like Amber.
All right. While he's correct, I don't know if he's the best messenger to send the message, but I guess we're going to go for the message and not the messenger. While he is correct, I don't know if Anthony is the best messenger. In fact, Anthony may not be the best messenger for this to Ernestine, because Anthony has not been living right. And when you're not living right, you can't be, just like when I tagged the Amber character, I'm tagging Anthony right now. You can't come here and be playing God again, because I'm going to tag that. So that's what that is. But yet again, let's just give him that. and say that he's responding to Ernestine just like Amber was responding to Piari. Same thing. Different day, different persons.
Affect women like Amber. I'm
Yes.
sorry, because if we were affecting anybody, I think you have probably affected Amber the most. And let's not get it twisted. I'm very happy. Very
Are
happy.
you?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Really?
Yeah, I know I don't live my life the way Anthony Dalton would love for Ernestine to live her life, but I'm very happy. Kind of the same emotion you should have been making your wife. But that's why she filed for divorce now, because
That's the thing.
because she wasn't happy.
You're always in somebody's business.
I'm kind of sorry you were just in our business. Me and Amber are having a conversation.
Tend to your honor. I'm asking you, well, that business can go outside on the porch in your car. It doesn't have to be in my home with that negativity.
Aha. So he's saying, hey, he doesn't mind you talking, but you can go outside and talk. And is he correct in saying, well, hey, you can do your talking. I don't care if you want to talk. I don't care if y'all don't want to get at y'all's things that you want to get at, but you can get at it outside somewhere else. If I were Anthony, I would invite Piari over to wear whatever she wanted to wear. That is exactly what I would have done. Y'all talk about petty. O'Neal is just as petty. If I were Anthony, I would have called Piari on the phone and invited her over. Because then Amber could do nothing or say nothing. Nothing to me at all. I wouldn't care. I would not care.
Your home. You know
Yes.
what? You know what? Since we're all on the subject and we're all here talking at the kitchen counter, the marble's nice. Why don't you go ahead and sign the papers, Anthony? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about signing the papers. You know what? You're such a coward. You are such a coward that you have my friend sitting up over here and you can't sign the papers. Let's talk about that, because this is her house just as much as it's your house. So why don't you sign the papers?
You're not coward because you don't want to sign divorce papers to give people away half of your stuff. You're not a coward for that. In fact, you are a strong person. You're not a simp. A coward will sign the papers and not fight. And that is male or female. A coward would just sign the papers. No. Go. You want a divorce and you want to get out of whatever else it is. No. What Amber would do, if she was brave, is say, hey, you know what? I have Dave right now. Dave has already promised me the world. I already have a bunch of different things. You know what, Anthony? I'm not even into it today. I'm not going to fight with you at all. I want to go for this new man, and I'm tired of you. Tell you what, bro. I'll take 10%. I'll take whatever it is. This 10%, half of the restaurant. Tell you what, just give me the restaurant, and that's about it. I don't care after that. Since as you bought the restaurant for me, give me the restaurant. And I'll take basically, I don't know, $1 million. And you know what, Anthony? I don't want to see you again. Bam, slam. Thank you, madam. But she hasn't done that. No. She's saying she want the man house. She want half of his car, because that's in there too. She want half of the car. She want half of the accounts. She want the business in itself. She want whatever it is. So no, he's not a coward for not wanting to sign that over. You'd be a fool as a woman. Actually, you'd be a coward if you get up and sign your papers. If only he's trying to divorce you to take all of your wealth. You would be a fool just to sign over and give it to me. That's facts. But y'all know O'Neal. O'Neal speak the truth. O'Neal don't care. O'Neal tell the truth.
Go ahead and sign them. Coward. Let me see. What? It had to be said. It had to be said. Since I'm in his house with all my negative energy. Let's talk about energies.
Okay, can y'all chill?
Why don't you energize your way into an ink pen and sign the papers? Sign the paperwork, Ed.
Chill, both of y'all.
No.
Yes.
We're here.
Not so quiet. Amber's gotten, well, please just go ahead and. Which now begs to ask the question. And I'm going to say this. Was PR right then that Anthony should have stood up for her? I'm just saying. Look here. I'm just saying. I'm just calling out the double standard, because it's a double standard. So on the live, some people say, O'Neal, it's not the fact that, it's not what PR said, because they keep hopping each time. It's the dressing of PR. Well, if it was the dressing, the second day that PR came over in the suit that she was in, she was dressed appropriately. So it wasn't the dressing. Shayla comes over there and she dresses inappropriate all the time. So it's not the dressing. It's not the dressing. Because if it's the dressing, it would be one standard for all and not a standard as we go. Anyways, give me y'all's take. Give me y'all's take. Should Ernestine have been kicked out? And I'm hoping I see a scene of her being kicked out. I'ma talk to you soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe.